Okay, good morning. Welcome to
Math Problem number 171.
Math Problems number 171. So today in our book we were learning about a new section, and that section was about something called
Proportions.
proportions, and we did some fun proportion problems, didn't we?
Yeah.
I just made one up. It was kind of like one we did, although it's actually got a twist to what we did. Mary is 50 inches tall and casts a 10-foot shadow.
Yeah.
If Billy casts a 12-foot shadow at the same time, how tall is he? Ooh.
So
How do you think you want to approach this problem?
we could get the ratio. So it says Mary is 50 inches tall and casts a 10-foot shadow.
Ooh, yeah.
So we've got to convert the inches into feet.
Okay.
So 12 inches is 1 foot. 1 foot. So it's
Well, if you want to do it this, this way, why don't you convert the 10 feet into inches? Because that might be easier.
10 feet into inches is 120 inches.
Okay.
So 100, it's 50 to 100, 50 to 120.
Okay. And what are we trying to solve for here?
So 50 to 120 equals it's x to x. It's x. Now we've got to figure out it's 24 more inches, so x equals x to 144.
Okay, very good. Very good.
Or we could write it.
50 over 120 equals x over 144.
We could write it this way. That way.
Okay, good job. Very good job.
So now we want to get this down to something equals x.
Okay.
So first we've got to get rid of the fraction by multiplying by 144.
Okay. All right.
So now this is going to this is x. So
And what's the top of this fraction?
it's 144 times 50. So we could do 1,440 times 5.
Well, just leave it as, just write 144 times 50, I think, is just fine. You don't need to multiply out. Remember our rule is simplify before you multiply.
Yeah.
Here, in fact, I think we're running a little low on the screen here, so I'll write it over here. 144 times 50 over 120 equals x. Now, how are we going to deal with this very complicated fraction here?
We could simplify some things on the top and bottom.
Oh yeah, this is why we want to simplify before we multiply, because lots of things are going to cancel here, making the multiplication a lot easier.
So you could take a 10 out of these two.
Okay, you could definitely take a 10 out, and that's just going to make it 144 times 5 divided by 12, right?
Yeah.
In fact, I can just erase those zeros.
Now, but 144 is 12 squared.
Oh, high five. 144 is actually
12 squared. So now we put
12 times 12.
So now we cancel the 12s.
Cancel a 12, and we're left with x equals what?
It's 12 times 5, which is
12 times 5, which is
60.
60 equals x. Now, what does that mean? What is x?
It's converting it's Billy's height
In what units?
into inches.
Okay, definitely not feet, right? Billy is not 60 feet tall. No, that would be tall.
Yeah.
How many feet is 60 inches, out of curiosity?
It's 5 feet because 12 inches equals a foot.
Very good. Good work. Good work. So you did, let's just recap here. You did a very good job setting up your proportion equations, and then we solved it. But I want to show you that you didn't even need to convert. Okay? So 50 over 10 equals x over 12.
Yeah.
Okay? 50 inches over 10 feet equals, sorry, Yeah, 50 inches over 10 feet equals X inches
over 12 feet.
over 12 feet. Now I got to multiply both sides by 12.
And then.
And I would get 12 times 50 over 10
So then we can.
equals X in inches.
Then we cancel the tens.
Cancel those 10s, and I get 12 times 5, which is
60.
X equals 60. So converting into the same units was a good idea.
Yeah.
It's always good to do that, but in fact for proportions, you don't need to.
Yeah.
And we can talk a little bit more about that later on. But this is a good first day with proportions.
Yeah.
Good job this morning, huh? Good job.